Welcome back to Salty Nation. This is Vinnie P. And today we're going to talk about Amendment H.R. 858 with the 115th Congress, 2017-2018. And it's requiring the Attorney General to make grants to non-profit organizations to offer legal assistance to certain aliens. So, unlike my last episode and the last amendment, H.R. 48, which was done majority by Democrats and one Republican, this is done by all Democrats. So, what is H.R. 858? Well, we're going to talk about it right now. So, let's get this show started. A bill to require the Attorney General to make grants to non-profit organizations to offer legal assistance to certain aliens lawfully admitted for the permanent residence, DACA recipients, refugees, and other purposes. DACA is it was passed in 2012 by the Obama administration, and it's deferred action for childhood arrivals, which we will talk about in another episode. Alright, so Section 1 of this bill, it's a short title, and it's also, this title may be cited as the Dyer Legal Aid Act. Dyer is, I don't know. We'll talk. Dyer is Dreamers, Immigration, and Refugees Legal Aid Act, which was also done by the Obama administration. So it's our taxpaying dollars going to waste. So Section 2, grants for legal assistance. In general, not later than 120 days after the date of enactment of this Act, the Attorney General shall, subject to the availability of appropriations, make grants to non-profit legal services providers with immigration law expertise to provide legal services and advice with respect to the immigration laws and any executive branch orders, regulations, rules, memorandums, and other guidance under such laws. To aliens who, 1, are present in the U.S., 2, are described in subsection B, and 3, have been ordered removed, or are in removal proceedings, or are at risk of being denied entry or admission into the United States. Well, if you're being removed, there's probably a fucking reason. Anyways, subsection B. Alien is described. An alien is described in this subsection if the alien is lawfully admitted to the United States for permanent residence, the alien received a grant of deferred action under DACA program established pursuant to the memorandum of the Secretary of Homeland Security dated June 15, 2012, or 3, the alien or the alien's spouse or parent has been admitted or has been determined to be qualified for admission as a refugee. That's still trying to figure out. You're getting kicked out. This Section B has nothing to do with the ones being kicked out. So, Section C, dissemination of contact for information. The Secretary of Homeland Security shall provide aliens described in subsection A with the contact information for providers receiving funds under this section, and shall afford aliens in detention an opportunity to speak in person or by phone to and arrange representation by such a provider. Subsection D, authorization of appropriations. There are authorized to be appropriated $5 million to carry out this section. Taxpayer dollars at waste again. Alright, Section 3. This is the bullshit part. This is like, why did the government spend so much money studying a crawfish on a treadmill in the water? So, Section 3. Study on disparities in outcomes for aliens in removal proceedings based on having legal representation. Not later than 180 days after the date of the enactment of this Act, the Secretary of Homeland Security acting through the Undersecretary for Science and Technology, shall carry out a study on the relative outcomes for individuals in removal proceedings who have legal representation as compared to those who don't, and shall submit to Congress recommendations for correcting any disparities in outcomes found through such a study. Well, I think it's a shit. So, this is another amendment that's going to waste taxpayer dollars. But, as I said in the end of my last episode, this is going to contradict H.R. 48. Now, H.R. 48 basically said that if you are not a natural-born citizen, or natural persons, you have no rights. Well, this one's saying that if you... Well, this one's saying that if you come here illegally, you're going to have rights. I might be misreading it, but that's how I'm seeing it. Now, you might be getting upset, but illegal immigrants do have rights already. They've got the 1st, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 14th, and some others. So they already got representation and all that. Now, the Democrats want to spend $5 million and more to get people who've come here illegally representation. Why don't they pay it out of their own goddamn pocket? Instead of using taxpayer dollars, I mean, hell, we've got enough problems of our own. We can't be... We're not a sponge. Alright, we can't be taking everybody in. We need to fix our own problems. But disparities, for those people who don't know what that meant, and I meant to say it earlier, this is from the Cambridge English Dictionary. A lack of equality or similarity, especially in a way that is not fair. Well, you're an illegal immigrant. You came here illegally. You don't get fairness. I mean, you got people who've been deported 8 times, murdered people, and now in the news everybody's like, oh, they need to stay, they've been here, they're an illegal immigrant. They fucking killed somebody. They've been deported 8 times. They came back illegally. Come on. We ain't got enough taxpayer dollars to pay for that shit. But I say, if you want to play that game, we've got this beautiful place in Cuba. You know, everybody wants to go to the island and spend some time. Here it's got wonderful quarters. So we can send all the illegal immigrants down there. And the fucking Democrats who fucking wrote this all up, and send them down there, and they can all have a fucking orgy for all I fucking care in a prison in Gitmo. It's fucking un-American. I am for immigration. Legal. Not illegal. And those who fucking kill and then they're trying to, oh, I'm a legal immigrant, no, I'm about to be thrown out. Fuck you. Get the fuck out. You don't belong here. And if you sneak back in, I'm sorry, but Gitmo. Straight to Gitmo. Or, well, not Leavenworth. Gitmo's worse. Yeah, Gitmo. That'd be putting taxpayer dollars to good use. So, that's H.R. 858. That's what I got to say about it. I will, as my last episode, I will have all the congressmen and women who proposed this in the description with their name, their party, their district, and their state they represent. I recommend, if you've got a problem with this, call your congressman. And if you're under 18, you're probably going to get that Alan Jackson song, I called my congressman. He said, quote, I'd like to help you some, but you're too young to vote. Anyways, that's it for Salty Nation. Once again, I'll have another episode up in 3 days. If you like this, hit the like button. If you want to learn more, subscribe. I forgot to say, I will put the website down where I get all my information in the description below, and I'm still working on how to put that URL up. So, anyways, y'all have a good day. Peace!